How's it going, guys? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a company called Master Air Screw Stealth Props. Now, this company does make some good stuff, and I am actually happy with these. But there's one thing that I am not entirely happy with, and I have two videos to show you within this video that will explain why I'm not super happy with it. Everything else, though, I am happy with, but there's one thing that gets me. And I'm going to tell you right now, then I'm going to show you what I mean. These are designed for long flight time, and supposedly they say that it's, about roughly 2 decibels quieter than the stock props that come with the drone. Mind you, I also ordered these for the DJI Mini 2. So I'm just gonna explain something. These props are actually, they're not super duper softer than the stock ones, but they are a little bit softer. As you look here, they actually flex quite a bit. The stocks don't flex that much. And so my theory on this is that basically, let me start over. Let me tell you this part. So the reason I took these off of my DJI and put the stock props back on is because I was losing a lot of speed. Now I went from 36 miles an hour in sport mode down to 17.7 miles an hour. Almost in half. That's cutting me pretty much in half, roughly. And that's a lot. That's a lot to chunk out, And I think that's the whole reason that it does save you, gives you more flight time because, well, you can't go near as fast. And that's okay. For some of you, that may be perfectly fine. For me, though, I kind of like that speed. I like having the option to be able to flip it into sport mode and go. Then some of you probably say, well, get an FPV. I have one of those, and I like using that one, but sometimes some of us just want to be able to whip a drone out really quick, not have to worry about a whole bunch of charging processes or anything like that, and just be able to throw it in the air and go. So that's why I carry a DJI Mini 2 around with me mostly where I go, because I do like having the option, if I ever want to or need to, I can throw it in the air and just grab what I need to get. So in the videos that I'm going to show you in the next couple clips, you'll see the one with these props on first, and then I'll show you the next video with the stock props on. And I just did a phone recording of everything so you can kind of see what was going on my screen while I was flying. And yeah, so let's watch those real quick, and then we'll kind of discuss maybe some of the other pros and cons, or more of the other pros besides that one con that you have with these props.
Maximum flight altitude reached. Maximum flight altitude reached. Maximum flight altitude reached.
Alright, so as you can see there, you saw how obviously I was only getting 17.7 miles an hour full throttle. At one point I did hit, I think it was like 20 something miles an hour. That was mostly because I had a tailwind and it was actually pushing me. That was it. That was the top speed, and it was only for a little bit. But average was 17 miles an hour everywhere else I've flown it. Now, and then you saw the next video, the next clip, where I had the stock props back on there, and boom, I was hitting 36 miles an hour. Fantastic. That's what it should be, because if you look up the specs on this drone, it says 36 miles an hour is what it should be in sport mode. Now, would I use these for myself every day? No, I probably will not. I will definitely keep them. I will probably use them in certain applications, which is perfectly okay. Some of you may want to use these all the time, and that's okay too. For me personally, I kind of like having the speed, but I have noticed a difference in the sound they make. They're definitely a little quieter. So in certain applications, again, I may use them. The other thing is because they're so soft, you know, and they flex. The other reason I figure they're probably quieter is because when the wind is going through, it's actually letting it pass through more than instead of staying so rigid and resisting it. So that's probably another reason you're losing speed. So you sacrifice speed for stealthiness, I guess, if you will. But the other benefit to these are they absorb the blow. If you were to hit something, like your finger or anything else, they actually shatter. They don't actually stay in one piece where they can just keep cutting and cutting and cutting. So that may be a feature that is useful to you guys. And you know, the other thing is too, if you are somebody who's just getting into drones, just learning how to fly, put these on. Put these props on, because they will actually obviously slow you down in sport mode and all the other modes, and they actually kind of give you a little more slower reaction to all your yaws and your pitches and banking and things like that. So it may actually be kind of like training wheels for a drone, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, because sometimes some people have to learn at a slower pace, and that's okay. So would I keep a set of these on hand? Yes, I would definitely keep a set of these in my bag just in case, even if they were just backups and I ran out of all my other props or they were all broken or whatever. Keep them for a good backup. They're not super expensive, you know, and like I said, you just try it out, and it may be something that works perfectly fine for you guys and works great for your applications. By all means, use them. Don't let me look, you know, don't let this video be a negative outlook on this or the company, because again, like I said, great company. They sell a lot of products and for a lot of different drones, and you know, like I said, it may work perfectly fine for you. So that's my review of it. That's just what I've noticed. I don't know, I haven't seen too many others notice or say anything about the top speed when it came to these props, so I figured I'd bring that out to you guys, and you know, maybe it'll help you as far as your buying decisions as whether or not you want to use these on your drones or not. So if this has been in any way, shape, or form helpful to you, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe and like this video. It will help me a ton, and it'll help me get a lot more content out there for you guys, especially when it comes to reviews on certain products. So until the next time, fly safe and fly frosty. Take it easy.